Informal micro-enterprises are a pervasive feature of developing countries. It accounts for about 90% and 62% of total employment and GDP in Sub-Saharan Africa. Despite the substantive share of micro-enterprises in these countries, they are deemed to not contribute to economic development. Why? Well, they are said to be unproductive, and for this reason, many policies recommend their suppression so that they do not proliferate. However, emerging studies show that some of the informal micro-enterprises have better productivity than their formal counterparts, thus demonstrating the potential for growth and the prospect to contribute to economic development. The question is, how can informal micro-enterprises with potential for growth be identified? What are their identifying characteristics? Addressing this question is very critical for entrepreneurs seeking to invest in factors that can enhance their potential for growth, and for policymakers who are seeking out potential informal micro-enterprises that they can support for growth and development. I address these gaps by investigating the relationship between entrepreneurial motivation, business practices, and the performance of informal micro-enterprises involved in baobab production in Malawi using structural equation modeling. The aim is to understand whether entrepreneurial motivation, that is opportunity-driven or necessity-driven motivation, and the adoption of good business practices influence the performance of informal micro-enterprises. That is to say, do these characteristics or factors influence the potential growth of informal micro-enterprises? Our results showed a significant positive effect of opportunity motivation on firm performance, and firm performance was measured as annual net profit. However, the effect was mediated by the adoption of good business practices such as marketing, financial planning, costing, and record keeping. The findings help, one, entrepreneurs to identify factors that can influence their performance, two, policymakers to identify growth-oriented informal micro-enterprises that can be supported, three, research. It adds to the nascent literature on factors that influence potential performance of informal micro-enterprises. The conclusion is that informal micro-enterprises that are driven by opportunity motivation and adopt good business practices experience good business performance and thus have the prospects for growth. So, if you are interested in exploring more about this study, please check out the description below the video.